Hello, we're live. When I say we, I mean me, and 0 viewers apparently, but that's okay. This vlog's probably from me as well. First off, I want to apologize to anyone who watched my top 10 board games because I completely and utterly fluffed that up. I don't know what I was thinking when I did it, but not great. I actually forgot my number 2. So, yeah. How I forgot the game that I've played more this year than any other game, who knows, head like a sieve and all that. So my number 2 is actually supposed to be Quacks of Quedlinburg, which is this game over here on the screen. And it completely slipped my mind when I was refilming it to add it back in. So that was a bit of a dumb move on my part, but not surprising. So yeah, I'm admitting to that I totally messed it up. But if you haven't played Quacks of Quedlinburg, give it a go because it's an awesome game. And yeah, it should have been my number 2, which essentially is my number 1 because nothing ever knocks Pandemic from the number 1 spot. So if it's number 2, it's a good game. So apologies to anyone who watched that and was like, oh, she said she played Quacks. Yeah, I played Quacks quite a bit. And senior moment, it just slipped my mind. So yeah, I kind of suck, but not surprising. So right, I think we've actually got some. Oh, James, I tell you what, I can always count on you, can't I, buddy? If you see me online, what a gent. Nella or Barbara, hello. I'm practicing for our show. I'm trying to get better. Who does number 2 work for? You're going to have to clarify that. Was that my number 2 Quacks that I was just talking about that I forgot off my top my top 10 video? What an absolute dope. I own Quacks and I really want to get the Geek Bits, but they're $42. I would get the Geek Bits for that as well, but they were out of stock when I went to get them, so I ended up buying them for Wingspan instead. But yeah, they're definitely on my list. Sorry, my voice is gone. I'm assuming it's because I'm nervous. I've been fine all morning, and now my voice sounds sort of froggy, which is a bit weird, but anyway. So, Austin Powers. How did I not know that? I love Austin Powers. Yeah. I've got the Austin Powers, or my wife has got the Austin Powers pop vinyls. Now, I took note of what I was going to cover in this vlog because, as I said, it's probably more for me than you guys because it's just me waffling a load of crap and practicing being live because, man, I am sweating. So something amazing happened today, and I really wanted to share on here just because it was so nice. It actually made me cry. Somebody sent me something out of the blue pretty much. And no one ever sends me anything on because of YouTube or Facebook. And I see a lot, like back in the Nerf days, a lot of Nerf channels, people would send them stuff. No one ever sent me a thing. I've probably sent out as free gifts. I've lost track. I would imagine it's probably up around 50, but no one ever sent me anything, which is fine. I don't give to get, so that's cool. But I got to say, it felt so nice today when someone sent me something, and even better, they didn't just send me something like a merch thing. They sent me something that they'd made themselves. So let me grab it so I can show you. Okay. Hope you can see this. Check this out. I'm trying to get it so it's not glaring. How freaking cool is this? I'm going to sit it on the shelf behind me, and I'm going to keep it forever. I can't believe that he actually put my my little avatar in there as well. I just love it. I love it. Someone has sat there in their spare time and made that for me, for no reason. That's crazy. So nice. I can't believe it, guys. Honestly, when I opened it, I was like, oh my God, this is the most amazing thing. Yes, whoa, cool. Whoa, cool. I mean, the work that's gone into it. Someone took their spare time out of their day and made that for me. It's amazing. Anyway, it's amazing. I wanted to share it with you guys. I'm going to put it on my socials, obviously. But I'm dead chuffed. That's so nice. So nice. And they sent me a game as well, a board game that actually contacted me. I think it was last week and said, I've got this board game. Do you want it? And it was Heavy Hitters, which if you know board games, you'll know it's a massive game and it still sells for quite a lot. So I said to him, I've got to be honest, yeah, it would be great to have, but I think you should keep it and sell it because I think you can get over $100 for that thing. It's a massive game. And my beautiful plaque was in there with Heavy Hitters. So the kindness of strangers, hey, amazing. I'm like over the moon. I can't put into words how that felt. Yes, a wonderful gift. Oh, for a wonderful person. Well, thank you. I thought you from a wonderful person, but yeah, a wonderful gift from a wonderful person. Yeah, so mind blown. So it is such a big game. Like the box is massive. Oh, I also got another game today. 1 second. I've put it in the box for Heavy Hitters. Finally, Nella, look, it finally arrived. Woo! Horrified. So I'm looking forward to trying that one. Maybe this will knock Pandemic off my #1. Who knows? No, it's not going to. Yeah, so that arrived as well. So today's been freaking awesome. But that is the best thing. That is so cool. You'll see that in the back of all my videos now, anytime I'm filming in here, because I'm going to make sure you can see it. I'll put it somewhere. What else was I going to talk about here so that I can remember? If you've got any questions about any old crap at all, just ask me and we'll cover them just for a laugh. Horrified, it's so good. Well, I listened to you, James, and Barbara, and numerous other people that said Horrified's amazing. So that's why I got it. So hopefully, if it's like Pandemic, I know that I'm gonna like it anyway. I like that each monster has its own puzzle. See, I don't know that much about it. I did watch a playthrough, but I was working while it was on, so I've sort of caught bits and pieces, but I do like it, and I'm probably going to paint the figures as well because they look amazing. Right, what have I been up to in the week? It's supposed to be a weekly vlog, so like covering what I've been doing. So movies, I saw Bombshell on the weekend, and I personally thought it was amazeballs. It had so many clever bits in it with the way that they'd filmed it and the things that they mentioned that I just thought it was really clever, really, really good. So, yeah, if you haven't seen it and you're interested in that kind of thing. And Charlize Theron, that was crazy. Like, in fact, everyone in it that was playing someone real, they really did a good job of casting. I mean, they looked like the people. Really clever. It has a very Pandemic feel, very co-op. See, I love co-op. I'm not big on games against other people. Not only because I always lose, just because I don't like that. I like cooperative stuff. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying it because it's co-op as well. That'll be awesome. So Bombshell, and the other movie that I've seen a couple of times in the last few weeks is Hocus Pocus. And that's because our grandkids were visiting and we popped that on for them. And our granddaughter is like the biggest Hocus Pocus fan in the world now. So we're planning on buying her the pop vinyls you get all 3 in the box, and posting them up to her because she loved it so much. So that was my movie thing. Movies that I want to see, I took note. Underwater. I know it's got that Kristen Stewart in it, and I'm not a huge fan of hers, but it reminded me of The Abyss and Aliens. So I figure they're 2 of my favorite movies. And if it's got a little bit of a mashup of those things, then what's not to love? I'm probably going to really enjoy it, even though it's like a B movie. But I'm going to give that a go anyway. Yeah, I wrote there, any of those underwater movies. I don't know what it is because I don't like being underwater myself. Like I remember going snorkeling on this deserted island one time, and I was like loving life, and I was swimming out there and looking at the coral and the fish, and it was just brilliant. And then the water suddenly went freezing cold, and it was just a black abyss. It was like a shelf, and I had swum, further than the shelf, and I went into panic, like, oh, I don't want to be here. Backpedal. So I don't like being underwater myself if it's super deep, but movies like that, like Deep Star 6, Leviathan, The Abyss, like I said, any movies like that, and I'm like, yes. The Meg, that was another one. Yeah. Underwater looks too scary, intense for me. Yeah, see, if it's deep, I'm not a big fan. I've been snorkeling quite a few places, but yeah, when I went over that shelf thing, oh man, panic. Glad you're getting to see. Yeah, they just left. They just left the other day, James. So they're back miles away now up north, and we don't really go up there to see them because of time and money, obviously. But it was great to see them. We're hoping to take them to Disney World in Florida at the end of the year or maybe early next year. So we're really looking forward to that. Needless to say, we've saved up all the pennies for their tickets and things. So that'll be awesome. Oh, hey, Cap. Obsessed with Leviathan. Oh, another Leviathan fan. I don't think I've ever spoken to anyone who even knew what that was. That's awesome. Yeah, that's one of my favorite underwater movies. Admittedly, I haven't seen it for years. But yeah, I loved it. Like Deep Star 6. I haven't seen that for years either. But I owned them both on VHS. So yeah, showing my age for sure. Hey, Nerfy. Hey, Cap. It's always good to see you. I'm practicing because I know I suck at the Alive thing. I was just saying I want to go and see Underwater, which comes out on Thursday in Australia, in relation to the underwater thing. And for TV, what have you guys been watching on TV? Because my TV viewing of the last couple of weeks has been terrible. I've been watching 90 Day Fiance, pretty much back to back. 90 Day Fiance here, 90 Day Fiance there, 90 Day Fiance after what happened, 90 Day Fiance before what happened. My wife and I put it on in the background while we're working on our laptops because it's just easy TV sludge, basically, but it's enjoyable because other people's drama is always enjoyable because it doesn't affect you, does it? So yeah. Oh, James, you're watching the new Doctor Who. I've only seen the first episode, so I'm not up to date with that. I actually dropped off last season, so I haven't seen the second half of last season either. I was so excited for the female Doctor that I thought I was going to love it, but I don't know, it just kind of irritated me. But in saying that, Matt Smith irritated me at the start, so, and I grew to love him. Mandalorian. Yes, I finished the Mandalorian and I loved it. Love. I can't wait for the next season. It had everything Star Wars should be, I thought. So super excited to see Star Trek Picard. Oh my God. I'm super excited to see Star Trek Picard as well. So a massive bloody spoiler on YouTube earlier, and I'm devastated, which I'm obviously not going to share with you now. But why do people do that? Why do they put up bloody spoilers in the title of things? Oh, it drives me crazy. Yeah, you're excited for it as well. Yeah, I'm really hoping that it's going to be good. It looks like it's going to be good, and it's already been thingied for season 2. So they're obviously thinking it's going to go quite well in the ratings, or they would never have done that. It usually takes a season to get into a new Doctor. Same, yeah, same. Well, other than David Tennant, I loved him from the get-go. I thought he was brilliant. Yes, Mandalorian. All the Mandalorian love. It's basically a space opera western. It's what Star Wars was supposed to be from the beginning. Just great. The way it's shot, the script, the lack of script sometimes when they use music to push forward the story rather than feeling the need for exposition. I love it. Love it. Brilliant. Yeah, other than 90 Day Fiancé, I've been watching You, which if you haven't seen it, it's pretty good. Season 2, I don't think it was as good as season 1, but an interesting show nonetheless. So that's my TV. I did actually. I was going to practice putting up little banners. Look, I even made little banners, but I forgot to put them up because yeah, that's why I'm practicing. That's why I'm practicing. Look, I even had the little thing for my beautiful plaque. I'll just show it again because I love it so much. Unbelievable. I can't believe somebody went to the trouble of making that for me. So nice. Board game chatter I've done. Video game chatter. So video games, I've now realized why I didn't want to talk about video games. Video games for me this week have been the most stressful thing because this bloody thing here that I paid a fortune for is the Oculus Quest link cable, the official one. And it's supposed to be plug and play. You plug it in and everything goes fine. It plugged and played when I first got it in the mail for that week. And then the following week, some kind of update or something must have gone out. And now I can't get it to work. And I've literally tried everything. I've uninstalled everything, reinstalled everything. I've plugged it in every different way at different times. My headset, I've reinstalled things on there, reset things on there. It's driving me nuts. So, I haven't played as much VR this week because of that. I was playing with my grandson, so. David Tennant was the best since Tom Baker. I would agree with that. Yeah, no bother at all. Hiya, Scott. The episode art at the end of The Mandalorian is killer, right? I'm so glad someone else noticed that. Yes, yes, all the yes. Yes, yes. Barbara. So many shows lately. Mandalorian. Oh, Lost in Space. You're a Lost in Space fan as well. Yay. I'm only one episode into season 2, but yeah, I love Lost in Space. It's so good. Rami. What is Rami? Watchmen I haven't started watching, and his Dark Materials I need to watch because my son-in-law told me to watch it. He said that I would love it. So, Insomniac. I feel that. I tell you, I've only had about 6 hours sleep. I'm absolutely knackered. Tom Baker and Tennant had, yes, yeah, and it resonates with the viewer. You become attached to them. Really cool. I could frame it, actually. Yeah, that's true. I never even thought of that. That would actually look really cool in a frame. We're not allowed to put up pictures on the walls in this apartment is the problem. Yes, technology can be fickle. What a fickle mistress. Highly frustrating. Oh, have you played Mass Effect before, James? I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, so you are going to love it if you haven't played it before. Mass Effect 1, brilliant. Oh, you are a woman after my own heart because I will watch all the space shows too. If you haven't seen Mars, by the way, I can't remember what channel that was on, but if you haven't seen Mars and you love space shows, that is great because it's like part documentary, part drama series. I loved it. Loved it. Watched Lost in Space all in one session. I watched the last season like within a week, but this season I just haven't had time because like I said, I've been watching that crappy 90 Day Fiance, so I don't really need to watch it. Waiting for the next season of Stranger Things. Yet same. Look, got my Hopper and my, you see? Hopper and Baez. Yeah, definitely waiting for that one. Mars. I haven't watched Network. That is a good question. Let me look it up for you while I've got you there, because I can't remember. Look, I'm giving away where I go. These are the websites that I look at constantly. And see this first one here, Disclosed TV. Absolute nutters, but I love looking at it. I can't help myself. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I typed that in the wrong thing. Oh, here we go. Mars. National Geographic says. National Geographic. It's brilliant. Yeah, highly recommend. It's so good. The characters in it are great. I think it's got 2 seasons and I love both of them. And I loved how it ended as well. Like, it had a good ending. So yeah, check that one out. Pop it back on Quacks just because it's less in your face. Oh, cheers. any Stranger Things shirt and I usually will buy it. Disney Plus has Nat Geo. It does have Nat Geo, actually. I haven't seen that on there. I wonder why it's not front and center. The production on it's so good. I'll need to check that next time I'm on Disney Plus. We paid for Disney Plus for a year, and we've literally only watched The Mandalorian and maybe Hocus Pocus. And the kids had it on while they were here, but I don't know what they were watching. Cartoons. Yeah. I've been playing so many board games lately, I've fallen behind in TV shows. Well, lucky you. Lucky you. I don't have anyone to play with other than my wife at the moment. And it's hard because she's working 3 jobs and I'm working and I'm helping with another thing. And that's what I say, 90 Day Fiance. Crap though it is, it's great to have one in the background while you're working until you go to bed, basically. So we did play Wayfinders on the weekend, and I liked that. It's very pretty on the table as well. Yeah, I'll have to check out your channel and see what you've been playing. I think Netflix grabbed the rights to show Mars. Oh, okay. Well, that would explain why it's not front and center on Disney Plus. So good. Such a good production. Yeah, definitely watch it. Definitely. Trust me. Trust me. Yeah, that is a good problem to have. Exactly. It's a great problem. Yes. Tiny Towns. We played that after I did my top 10. So it obviously resonates with both of us because it's just so easy to set up and play. Yeah, that is a great game. I actually bought Little Towns last week, which I know isn't anything to do with Tiny Towns, but I figured if we were loving Tiny Towns so much, we might like Little Towns. So we haven't played it yet, still in shrink. But yeah, hopefully. Disney Plus gets... Oh, okay. So something might draw me back to Disney Plus then, because at the moment there's nothing on there that's really grabbing me. What was I saying? Oh, board games and whatnot, video games. So yeah, the trouble that I've had with the link cable, the frustration that I felt made me not want to really pick up my Quest, but I was playing a couple with my grandson. He was playing King Spray, which is like a graffiti simulator where you can graffiti walls and things. And he picked it up so quickly. He was taking photos and using the different paints, which is amazing because it's quite complex. But and I put him in the climb, which is a mountain climbing thing, because he likes the rock wall at the big open play area that we take him to. But no, he was like, nope, that is not for me. Far too scary. So that was a wee shame. What else? Have we got any other comments? Make sure I haven't missed anyone, and I will get going soon. How long have I been live for? 25 minutes of me talking absolute garbage. Thanks for joining me. I guess that's amazing. No comments at all from Facebook as usual, because despite the fact I've got so many followers on Facebook, Facebook itself will only push out my posts now to a teeny tiny little number, which is super annoying unless you pay, and I can't afford to pay. May end up being the next Banksy. Well, I don't want him to actually go out and graffiti things, but yeah, Banksy's he sort of crossed over, didn't he, from being a graffiti artist to being a mainstream artist. I mean, his stuff goes for ridiculous amounts of money. He's very clever, though, Banksy. Even I see the draw for Banksy. I like his social commentary. Tiny Town's I saw that Tiny Town expansion being announced. Yes, so super pumped for that. I just saw a game on Man vs. Meeple that grabbed my attention, and for the life of me, I can't think what it was. So that's a wee bit annoying. Yeah, Facebook has become a racket, because now if you do want to reach your followers, you essentially do have to pay. And even when you pay, like every now and again, I'll pay $20 to get it pushed out. And of the 6,500 followers that you've got, it'll reach like 1,200 if you're lucky. Hey, Delta, always good to see you. Oh, God, that awkward moment when your wife joins your stream. I'm going to buy you a new hat. I feel like that one scares me too much. You know, when she mentioned that to me, and I actually have got my Blue Jays hat sitting there, and I was going to wear the Blue Jays hat because if you'd said it looked like a MAGA hat, and I started to panic that people might tune in and go, oh, God, she's got a MAGA hat on. It's not MAGA, it's Chicago. We bought this when we were in Chicago, and I like it. It's comfortable. And it stops the glare of the light as well. Hey, Delta. Yeah, Delta's a good egg. Oh, Isle of Cats. That's not the one that I saw just earlier. But, yeah, that does look good, doesn't it? I kind of wish I'd backed that, but I was doing that Kickstarter ban, so I didn't. So, boo-hoo me. Yeah, the one that I saw earlier is actually coming to Kickstarter. It's not on Kickstarter yet. I wish I could remember the name of it. What a dope. I put it in my wants list, actually. Let me check. Super boring for you guys. Wish list. Nope. Must be at the bottom. Nope. I thought it was Nova Luna, but no, that one was out. Oh, I know what the problem was with the one I'm thinking of. I went to add it to my wish list, and it wasn't on Board Game Geek at all. So, yeah, that was weird, because usually they've got stuff on there well before they hit Kickstarter. Man, that is too bright, though, isn't it? Holy crap. There, self-promotion. Yeah, so it wasn't Isle of Cats, but I do want Isle of Cats. Chicago hat's great, but you were here and didn't stop to say hi. Chicago? Did we know each other when I was in Chicago? I can't remember. I don't know why I wouldn't have done that. Why wouldn't I have done that? I don't know. I know when I was in Boston, I arranged to meet somebody that I know online, and obviously I got super sick, and I spent 3 days in the hotel room just not being able to move. But I don't know why. Obviously, I would have loved to have come and met you, 100%. How are you, Neversign? How's everyone? I am going great, because I got this freaking awesome thing in the mail today that I'm going to show again. Look at that. Somebody made that for me. They took time out. This guy's lovely. I love chatting to him, and he's so clever as well. I will post his socials, his Instagram and stuff on my Facebook page so you can check out his amazing work. But yeah, this came in the mail for me today, and he made it with his own hands, and I love it. It's brilliant. It's even got that on. It's got my favorite blaster on it, and look at this power armor. It's wicked. Yeah, I'm going to pop that on my shelf. Pride of place. I still can't believe somebody did that for me. It made me cry when I opened it and saw it. Yeah. Okay. Well, if you've got no more questions while you've got me here, live and in the flesh, I will say thank you to Dean again for this amazing thing. I'm just gobsmacked. I can't believe it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to frame it like Barbara said. I think that would look really nice. So I covered how I messed up my top 10 games of 2019 because I forgot to put Quacks of Quedlinburg in there, and that should have been my number 2. What an absolute dope, putting up a top 10 and forgetting your number 2. Anyway, there's not much I can do about that now. I covered that I seen Bombshell this week, and you should go see it. It's a great movie. Hocus Pocus, an oldie but a goodie. I want to see Underwater because I love Leviathan, The Abyss, Deep Star 6, and all those underwatery things. On TV, I'm watching 90 Day Fiancé because it's easy to watch. You don't need to watch it at all. And yeah, I think that's it. So thank you so much for everyone who joined me. I can't believe that people actually did. I didn't really expect anyone to show up, and I thought I would just do it as like a diary type thing and practice pressing the buttons and things that this does. So have an awesome day or night, depending on where you are. What is this? Give now. Oh, bless you, Delta. Yeah. Bless you. I will leave that there and I'll get going. Cheers, everyone. Thank you.